Last time, you all had followed down the end of Candle Lane, looking for tracks of Floon and of somebody else who was also jumped with Floon. You made your way to a warehouse. Inside were a couple of things. A bunch of dead Zentarum agents. Oh, dead Zentarum agents as well as dead Zenithar agents, and then a bunch of bird people, Kenku, that apparently working for Zenithar were still alive and just sort of casing the place. Turns out they had jumped the jumpers and then captured who they thought was Renaer Neverember. Turns out Renaer Neverember, who was managed to hide, and looks very much like Floon, had managed to hide in a closet when this was all going down, and Floon was captured instead and brought to what you believe to be what is likely to be a Zenithar hideout at some point. Talking to Renaer Neverember, he mentioned that he is the estranged son of the former Open Lord of Waterdeep, Lord Neverember. I forget his first name. Who is basically one of the high government people in the city. But he hasn't talked to his father. He thought that the whole kidnapping was related to a rumored embezzled amount of 500,000 dragons. Dragons is gold coins. 500,000 gold coins embezzled and hidden somewhere in the city. Neverember had blanked his own memory, so not even he knows where it is. And there's something called the Stone of Galore, which is apparently the key or a hint or some way to find this money. And that's what they're looking for. But in the midst of this, you did not find Floon. You found Neverember, and Floon was taken. When the City Watch showed up, you all skedaddled, with the exception of the Rat King turning back into Mousey Brown to sort of get a good scoop. And later on, Neverember explained what went on, left your names all out of it, and continued on his way afterwards. Found you guys all afterwards, waiting across the street, and decided, hey, can we go find Floon? Because he was still missing. You made your way into a sewer after talking around, finding that the latest hideout is probably somewhere in the sewers. You followed chalk symbols of the Zenithar Guild, written in various passageways, came across a gazer, a floating grapefruit-sized little mini beholder. Dispatched him pretty easily after Simon got pushed back, 60 feet at one point. And continue on your way, and that's where we left off. You are now currently in a hallway in the sewers. We'll bring you to that.
Can I ask a lore question?
You can. I will try to answer it.
Okay. You said Lord Neverember is a Lord of Waterdeep?
Is the former Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Okay, I thought Neverember was the leader of Neverwinter.
He could be as well. I don't know his further lore.
Because he's in my other campaign.
Right. He could have more for it. He at some point was the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Okay.
I don't know the history because I don't read up on the lore too much. I'm not a big lore person, unfortunately.
So he apparently retired or something then.
Yeah. All right. And with that, Renaer is the one holding the thing. Can everybody see? Everybody should be able to now see about 60 feet in front of Renaer.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
I can see a little bit to kind of. There's a cast shadow, and then I can see a little bit past that.
Yeah. So because you have no limit to your light, if there's a light source in the distance, you will be able to see it. And it only shines a certain way as well. I don't know how realistic this is, but that's how it works, and we're going to try it out. So, Renaer makes his way forward.
What is the name of the father?
Lord, let me look that up, actually.
Is it Degalt Neverember?
Yes, it's Degalt, that's right. I knew it was something. It was like Regalia, it's I believe Degalt.
Okay, so he is Lord Protector of Neverwinter, and I'm just looking through here.
Or no worries. You all should have control of your people now, so feel free to.
Also the open Lord of Waterdeep. Okay.
Yep. Because there's like 3 main cities in this area that they have to put all of their lore and intellectual properties based around.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spill some lore knowledge.
Okay.
If you're in Neverwinter, I don't know a ton about it, but or Waterdeep. There's kind of like a hidden leadership, it's not a secret, but like the leaders of Waterdeep are called Masked Lords, I believe. And
Yes.
their secrets are hidden, so I guess they can't be influenced, or their identities are secret. And I guess an open lord is just like kind of the mouthpiece, maybe, or like someone whose identity is known, so they can have a face to it. So I think that's what it is going on. Okay, I'm ready.
Gotta go back to the right layer. Renair continues forward.
So if
Brutrik's probably gonna follow.
yeah, like if you have dark vision, then you can probably see further. Uh-oh, I moved ahead, now I can't see anything. Now everyone disappeared.
Oh yeah, because you can only see to the end of Renair's light.
When he was moving
Okay.
around, my distance wasn't changing, by the way.
You should be fine because you have dark vision, so you should be able to see up to a certain amount. And this is a long hallway, so you should be good.
No, I mean, the second I moved, everyone disappeared and all the lights went out.
Oh,
You may have walked into a wall.
can you see now though?
No.
No. Try refreshing because you should be able to see.
I'm coming up. I'm right behind you guys. I will say my computer, the computer that's bad with rolling dice, is being a little bit laggy, but it's not dice rolling bad.
If it becomes a problem, we'll like I said, switch over, and I'll only use it in less labyrinthian areas, if anything.
Yeah, cool.
I see people now.
We are coming up to Renair. Kind of comes back. We are coming up to a intersection. Does anybody want to take point? I see light ahead.
Can I say I don't have night vision, despite my appearance.
What?
I know. My secret shave.
You know, they sell magic items in the city that let you see in the dark.
I'm broke.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, you mean it's kind of dark in here? I didn't notice.
Yeah, you with dark vision, anything that goes in the dark will be instead of being like night vision, it'll be shades of gray.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to see it up until your night vision distance. So you would know if something is dark. I know you're playing it up for the character, but just to make sure that's understood.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
I don't think any music's playing either.
I have some.
I've got some ambience going on. I can stop it and start it.
It's like a gentle hum.
So we got a left and a right.
I think so.
So
Let's just get a little bit closer and take a look. On the left, it seems to be
there's light.
A little bit more light than the right. Probably should just go that way. It's easier.
Wait, do you see that?
Are we able to look on the walls and see any markings?
Make a perception check.
So I would like to make a perception check, and I don't have to change anything because of the dark vision.
Correct. pretty much you treat darkness as if it's dim light, which technically you get disadvantage with, but nobody cares about that. As long as you're seeable, it's fine. So we have Steph has rolled a 15 or 16, and Mousey rolled a 15 as well. So Rat King, you see a cup, and both of you actually see this. There is over here a doorway near the light, and it does look like there's another chalk symbol just outside the doorway. You also see along the walls what look to be tiny slits that are eye height and look to be more carved rather than sewer work. You see one here and down here.
Like arrow slits?
You don't know. Not from this distance, at least.
But it definitely looks like something could go in or out of these slits.
Not something people couldn't squeeze through it, but they would be big enough for an arrow to be shot through, or a crossbow,
or an envelope, perhaps, or.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah, you don't know about the secret underground post office?
Yeah. All right. So it looks like there's some slits up ahead.
What does that mean?
Well, there's holes in the wall that you could probably slide in, like an envelope, or an envelope could come out, or anything about
Probably not envelopes. Probably a knife sword. One of those swinging guillotines.
I go, or arrows.
Okay, that's a lot worse than my envelope idea.
I imagine Simon is just hearing all this, and he's like, "Oh my god."
Remembering this is his first day in Waterdeep, and he's creating a criminal struggle.
I never knew that that sewers could be so dangerous.
If we're heading up to a hideout, it makes sense that they'd want to have defenses.
So
with
how
the light
does...
up ahead, do you think I should snuff out my my candle, my light? Torch.
I mean, if things that aren't envelopes are gonna come out of those slits, I don't want to be an obvious target.
Fair
Could
enough.
be envelopes it could be envelopes with sharp things in them.
Mr. Rat King, I believe this will you might go a little darker. He turns that off.
Just to reiterate, am I the only one who is okay seeing down here?
No, I'm fine.
Renair speaks up and he says, I can't, but I can light a torch."
So which one has the slits? Because I'm a little bit behind everyone and tiny. So is it the right one has the slits or the left one has the slits?
It is, for your player, it is north, left, northwest, and southeast. So
I
top,
think
left, bottom, right.
The two tiny people should sneak below them and take a peek inside.
Oh, I think that'd be
Or
really
try
cool.
to or try to sneak past. I just lost everyone again.
It's very accurate to what probably is happening to the Rat King, where he can't see anything. Just lost everyone.
Let me do something for your thing. If I could probably give you like 5 feet of dark vision.
I think Rat King just shoved Sharptooth backwards because he moved your icon.
Yeah, I had to move to select the. There, Joey. I'll give you 5 feet of dark vision. How's that?
As blind as a rat.
Sorry, look. That's better. I mean, that's probably good anyway. All right.
Yeah, so you're getting. So that's a little weird. You should be able to see the light sources ahead, and that's weird that you can't do that. Because when I check it on my end, you can see it.
Want to move my token back and forth? It just messes up.
I can't either, by the way. I can see my vision, but no light from any outside source.
Let me double check to make sure I do have a light here, and I do.
So wait, just
give it off 20
I can
feet.
see the light. I think it's because Brutrik's closer than everyone else. I think you need to break that corner in order for them to see that light.
Maybe?
So I'll go ahead. Let me put a light here. Anything change for people?
Yeah, I saw it.
I can see it glowing on the map. It just isn't actually illuminating the map.
That's odd.
Oh well.
It works on my computer. I do have night vision though.
Okay, so we all need to downgrade our computers for it to work.
I get the good one.
You give Simon night vision, 5 feet.
Simon should have dark vision because he's an elf. So
Yeah.
Let me double check. Yeah, I checked everybody's thing, but this is sometimes finicky.
It's just Rat King. That's
Yeah. You should have night vision.
I guess it doesn't make that much sense for a halfling to have night vision.
I mean, you're probably not seeing it, Bun, because you have night vision, and it just looks like a light source to you.
Maybe.
Or just like your normal vision. Alright, I think you want to try to sneak by or take a glimpse in these arrow slits.
Yeah, maybe we're shorter than the slits. It's happened sometimes before.
There's been many slits that I've sneaking under. Okay, so I'm gonna take the top one here and try to sneak my way.
Okay, roll a stealth check. Roll a stealth check, please.
Everyone disappeared again.
We might have to just take the light thing off if it doesn't work. Yeah, that should be what you see, Bun. That makes sense. Because you are in a very thin hallway, so that makes sense. I did forget to describe the thing. You are in a thin hallway, so you should only be able to see in front of you and behind.
Right.
It's Rat King.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
I believe we're near. Yeah, I added another light source, so it should be obvious. So just go ahead and we'll keep trying that. So let me jump back to this. And what did you want to do?
I was gonna try to sneak under. That's what I see now. Sneak under the.
Yeah, that should be good.
And Sharptooth's gonna follow, like right behind him.
Alright, if I can get the goblin to open, because it's doing that thing again where it doesn't like to open things that I close.
Just to add to the group of problems that are going on right now, I'm rolling on D&D Beyond, and it's not updating Roll20.
Refresh D&D Beyond real quick.
I got it 17 for my stealth check, and then
Alright, I see that, because I've also got the D&D Beyond one working.
I got 17 again.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
It'd be really cool if you got a glitch where you only rolled 17s.
Yeah.
I got a 14 for my stealth.
There we go. Sheet. There we go. Okay, so you both seem fine. Where did you want to go? You wanted to investigate. You're each investigating in Arrow Slit, correct?
Yes.
All right, let me do this.
Oh boy.
So you should be able to each peer inside of the arrow slits, if you can see.
I see a goblin.
Yeah, I also. Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
You will see that looking at them, they appear to be resting.
Okay.
By resting, I mean snoring sound asleep.
I say, do you see anything?
Hey, Mark, we can see secret doors.
Did that not go on the? Oh, I know why. Yeah, no worries. Just ignore them. I got another map and all this stuff was on it, and I forgot to hide that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide it real quick.
As soon as Simon starts like talking, even though I'm trying to say like, I'll just be like, you keep your voice down. And I guess Sharptooth will go back to the group and explain what's...
I'm gonna make with a hand signal to the south Like down here.
So
I
to take
see
a left.
a doorway. See a doorway.
There is a doorway.
So when Sharptooth gets back to the group, just gonna say like, there in those slits everyone was talking about. It's not envelopes. It's not a sharp thing. It's goblins, but they're sleeping, so it's okay.
Do you think the goblins were trying to? They're not goblin slits.
They certainly aren't.
Jeez.
Perhaps they're postmen? Just grasping it desperately.
Yeah. Yes,
What?
Mr. Simon. Yes, they're postmen. You'll be fine. Unless you
Yes,
committed
yes.
mail fraud.
But just be really quiet. And buy them.
I want to look at the store in front of me.
Okay. It is a door. It does not appear to have like a giant lock or anything on it. It doesn't appear to have. It might be barred on the other side, but everything you can see seems fine.
Brutrik is going to look to Sharptooth and say, "Do you think it would be better if I wasn't so tall, so they couldn't see me out of the slits? Should I crawl under them, or is it okay to walk?"
I guess they're sleeping, so
Oh, okay. And I'll just walk over, and Brutrik is going to go walk over to where the Rat King is. Wow, I have a lot of vision.
Yes, when you get into a bigger room, then you can finally see things. Joey, what would you like to do with the door?
You can still see the map things if you were trying to remove them. See here.
Yeah, you're. I think you guys are just seeping over the.
they're sleeping.
You should be able to see some stuff, but for the most part, you should be able to see it. Sometimes you'll be able to go into a thing. So I'm doing the best I can. Unfortunately, to get a neater looking map, I didn't find one that had all of the map things hidden. But this map just looks cooler than the other ones I found. So I was like, let's go with that.
No, it's the goblins that are seeping.
Yeah.
Want to try to quietly open this door if I can.
Roll another stealth or sleight of hand check.
Is there any way Brutrik could assist or give like a help bonus?
Probably not for quietly opening the door unless you can think of some way to make it quieter.
Specific thing for a trick.
Yeah.
14 will be enough.
Yeah.
The door opens.
Thank God for halfling luckiness.
You see you probably can't see because it's dark, but it is a hallway that does just go up towards heads north 3 spaces.
I say someone who can see. Head me, please.
I'll be right there, Mr. Rat King.
Brutrik would like to take the front.
Yes. It's lagging a little bit.
There you go.
The head.
All I see is it goes another 3 squares, and then it turns to the left.
You do see that there is another arrow slits to the north, likely going into the same room.
There are some more arrow slits though.
Okay, it's okay. The guards were asleep. Just have to be quiet.
All right, Brutrik will continue forward.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
You
trying.
eventually. Oh yeah, I mean sometimes you can just refresh the thing; it'll be better, or open up DevTools briefly because it resets all the JavaScript. But I'll go ahead and move you. You come to another door.
quietly open it.
Okay, I'll give it my best try.
Me a stealth with disadvantage because you are clumsy.
I am.
Oh, we're doing that.
All right, so I haven't had to roll disadvantage yet, so I'm just curious as to how I do that.
So with D&D, with Beyond 20, the thing that
Control.
pipes it, you should be able to hold control, yeah, and click it to do it. If not, just roll twice and we take the lower. 14.
Yeah, if you hold down control, it'll change the roll button to a minus, and if you hit shift, it will turn it into a plus and allow you to do advantage.
Yeah,
But
if you have the roll areas enabled, which I think happens by default.
Yeah.
You open the door. Come to an intersection heading north and south. It looks like there's a bigger lit room to the south.
All right. Okay, everyone, it seems safe. And then continue moving. Going towards the southern direction.
Okay.
Sharptooth has been falling behind as they've been sneaking further.
Okie doke. Heading into the southern room. This looks to be some sort of room with a bunch of... It is mostly empty, has a bunch of discarded things. Looking around, you see rusty weapons, threadbare clothing, and various other things litter the floor.
I guess it's an old storage room.
Can Sharptooth like to search it for anything that might be valuable?
They're doing an investigation check.
Brutrik's like, well, nothing obvious here, and then just isn't gonna look any further.
Got 2, so.
Sharptooth finds it with a 2. Nothing. You find nothing of value, and sometimes you're like, yeah, this is just like after my every time I do a show, and all the people just leave and leave all their crap around. Yeah, just like that.
I was thinking, how about you give Rat King the same vision as like I do and stuff like that, just for recording purposes?
That is true. Would you be okay with that, Joey?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I'll do a little less for this one. I will give you 30 feet instead of 60. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. So maybe I'll avoid this in the future.
It is pretty neat. It's like an actual dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except we're not hitting F5 every time we make a step.
I say
To the north, it looks like it goes into that room where the goblin was, and then heads further north and takes a right.
Mm-hmm. All right, everyone. Should we try and sneak by the goblin, or should we take care of it while we're walking by and it's asleep?
To take care?
He means kill it.
Well,
Oh my.
nothing incapacitate, but like maybe tie him up or something. I think one of us has at least one rope, right? I know I sure don't.
I have some string.
Yeah, show some rope. Yeah, so
We're gonna have to gag him too, so he doesn't wake up the other one.
I want to tie up this goblin.
All right. You want to just try and make sure he's out cold? Because right now he's just asleep.
So mechanically, how do we do that?
There is rules for it. Generally, I don't bother with it unless it's going to be something where they could probably escape. It's like a dexterity, or it's like a intelligence sleight of hand check. It's a little. It's like it uses one skill with a different ability. So, Joey, would you like to just straight up try and bind him, or would you like to just try to make sure he is out cold and not just going to start, wake up and scream.
My thing is tying people up. That's what the Rat King does.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a. No, just give me a normal dexterity check, actually. So we'll keep this simple.
But I don't think Sharptooth has like the numbers to should make sure someone's out cold. I think might have.
Yeah, so Brutrik is walking up with Rat King and is ready to punch the person unconscious if they wake up while being tied up.
So
you
do. So you did a save, but it's still high enough that it's like that's not gonna matter. So you managed to like make some sort of like knot or like noose, not noose, but like a lasso thing or something you can slip over him quickly and then immediately just start binding him. And you start doing that, and he does wake up. And he is starting to just shout something. What do you guys do?
Brutrik goes to punch them in the face, but is there a mechanic? Like, what's the mechanics on?
So, for doing non-lethally, the rules as written are if it is a melee attack that I believe is not magical, you can say you are doing it non-lethally at the point of doing damage.
Okay.
For doing an unarmed, you have unarmed striking, so you can just go ahead and make a attack advantage, which you have to hold shift to do, because he is technically starting to be incapacitated. 21 will hit, and I'll say that's it's going to be no problem to just knock him out. Roll damage if you wish, but
that's not an advantage, right?
That one is the only things that get advantage or disadvantage are D20, so it won't even try to do that. Okay, so it's not enough to like knock him out, but we'll just say that you're able to just you'll be able to get another attack. You're gonna knock him out. No
yeah, I could have used my bonus action, but yeah. All right.
So many icons.
Yeah, I should say. So yeah, I bought some other icons. I enabled the wrong ones in the game, so now I'll remember if somebody has a D4. There's one with the dice shapes on it, and I picked the wrong one. I'll have to go fix that. But
good job, Rat King. Way to get him incapacitated.
Make a good team.
High five. Let's keep going.
It looks like it just leads back into the sewer.
So here's what happens next. This one, it technically goes below the sewer. So what's going to happen? You can go back up to that top area, because they like to put a little bit of 3D-ness into this. So this is actually what you see. It is a hallway into the next room. So it goes underneath the sewer, not into the sewer itself.
Should we check other places first before leaving this area?
Other places like what?
Is there do we need to keep looking for that mark on the wall? Like, do we go towards areas with more of those? Because I haven't seen one of those, I don't think.
So there was one just outside this door.
Oh, okay.
The initial doorway, so you do think that this leads to if not the hideout itself, is at least close enough.
Okay, I thought like in Racking's mind and mine, there was one kind of like as you exit also, but that makes sense now.
Okay.
This should take us closer to Floon.
Let's continue.
Rat King goes up ahead, so feel free to go around the corner.
I peer into this room.
Looking into this room. This room contains 6 tattered straw-stuffed mattresses, all empty. It is slightly lit. There is a door to the southeast.
Does it look like somebody used them recently?
You can't tell if it's recent as much as they could have used it 24 hours ago and just not made their bed. It doesn't. I don't think there's enough information for you to completely gather it. Go ahead and make a survival check. We'll treat this like it's like a footprint sort of tracking thing.
We'll Mirror?
Bible. You can't tell for the various reasons I previously stated.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Stealthily. Does this store have a marking on it?
It does not.
Can I quietly stealth roll? Here we go.
4 to open the door.
Yes.
Okay. You do open it. It goes into another room. A couple things happen before you step into it. This also appears to have a couple of mattresses or straw beds or whatnot. You can see a door from where you are. You do start hearing voices. 2 people arguing, or at least frantically discussing something. They are speaking in common, and you kind of hear, no, you can't, we don't have enough, it doesn't matter how much you put in, you need to plug the crack under the door. It's like, no, I know what I'm doing, this is not, trust me, it's gonna work, it'll be fine.
Is it just Rat King that hears that? Or
You all can probably hear that. Rat King would hear it first as he opens the door. The ones further back might not be able to make it out, but you can tell there are 2 people, discussing something frantically.
Would anyone be able to tell whether it's sounding like the goblin or sounding like any specific?
One sounds familiar, humanoid familiar, and the other one sounds rather rough and a little deep and raspy.
So I peek in and I go, turn back. It's the man from the tavern. It's the man from the tavern. And a dwarf. Arguing.
what man from what man from the tavern?
What man from what?
The one that started the fight.
Oh. Well, if only we had Jagra with us now. She was really good at putting him in his place. All right, back we go.
Look, I'm gonna get some more furniture. Let me. And the dwarf sort of goes down a little bit, heading south, sort of ruffling through.
They go, we have the element of surprise.
Everybody do a stealth. Actually, I would say Rat King, Sharptooth, and Brutrik all do stealth checks. Simon and Renair are far enough out of the way.
All right, yeah. Would you like me to, because of the clumsiness, to do this also at a disadvantage, or?
Sure. Yeah, no, that seems fair. Let me know what you got, just because so I don't have to just look at each thing.
So 7?
7?
Sharptooth had 9.
Pretty bad. Below 10.
Okay. What was I doing? That's right. Oh, great. I'm trying to put the... It was a 7 and a 9?
Yes.
He picks up some things and then heads north. Doesn't seem to look at the door that is currently wide open.
Yeah, as far as Brutrik's concerned, it's not. Rat King said to turn back. So that sounds like a great idea. So
I said, we have the element of surprise.
I agree with him.
There's nowhere else for us to go.
Yeah.
Brutrik just likes skipping out on work sometimes.
No, sometimes if you don't have to, you don't have to. All right, though. I'm ready.
I want to step in, get a surprise shot at that dwarf.
Right. All right, go for it. Step to the where the door is. I'll have everybody roll initiative. Let me actually clear the initiatives first. There, and everybody, please go ahead and roll initiative. Click on your character token first.
Again with the extremely high initiative of 3.
I got an actual 20 on it, but it's not updating. 23.
23.
Because one of you doesn't have the add-on. Looks like.
Probably.
That's probably why. It was working
That's
last.
okay.
It must be Sam's computer. It doesn't have the add-on. Or it's not on. Or you have to reload it or something.
Wait, Sharptooth was.
I got this going. There we go.
Do we remember the name of that man?
It was. I don't think you ever got his name.
Too busy getting punched.
And with that, let me set the mood.
Yeah, because he was on the other side of the tavern when the brawl started.
Yeah. And Rat King, you get your surprise round first.
Okay, doing it to that dwarf.
Okay. $25 will hit.
7 piercing.
7 piercing damage. As he gets hit by it. Oh no, it's got. Wait, that's my shoulder. And he turns around, sees you at the door. Who's that?
And I look super threatening with my silhouette.
Now we go into initiative as normal. Sharptooth, you're up.
I'd like to squeeze through there's a way that I guess I'll have to get right past.
You can go past Rat King. Since he's you're small too. It'll be double movement to get past him. Treat him as difficult terrain.
So I'm
I
gonna.
think the rule is Mark. I think the rule is that you just move past friendly players.
You're like, yeah.
I've played with both ways, so because you're in a doorway, I'm gonna say that's for now you're gonna need that kind of thing. So it took you 5, 10, 15 feet of movement to get there.
Okay, and then fire at the same dwarf.
Okay.
Tried refreshing my stuff, so I hope that works with my crossbow.
Will it hit? Will it hit? Will it hit? It does! 25! Just as good as Mousey Brown. Go ahead and roll damage.
You mean Rat King. Oh, wow.
What is your...
You blockhead.
Oh, you got a natural 20.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's true. Okay, that didn't come up on the that's... Yeah, it went away. But yeah, you did 2d8 plus 3 damage for a total of 13, and you hit this guy, and get him as he turns around. He's like, "What's?" And you get him right in the neck. But he's still standing, but he looks really bad.
So after that happens, I'm gonna nimble escape back behind that seat.
Okay. You don't have to nimble escape because he's not within 5 feet of you, and it doesn't look like he's got a reach weapon, so you can just move back. Yeah.
That Sharptooth's a coward in the end.
Renair's up, and he's just gonna sort of get down here because he doesn't think he can get through the room, and be like, I got some backup, and he's just gonna take the dodge action for now. Rat King, you're up again.
I'm the version of Batman who kills. Rather had the leader alive for questioning. Oh, no, like, why? I'll shoot him. Another crossbow.
Okay.
10, so 16.
16 just hits. He puts up his shield just in the thing, and you manage to just get him just before he puts his shield up. with a 7. He kind of looks like he's about to go Super Saiyan for some reason. So you hit him right in the face, and he drops.
I'm gonna...
Everybody hears a blood-curdling scream, and then up.
take a few steps in so people can actually enter the room.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. Of course, now the bosses.
Next up is the humanoid in there who does resemble the person you saw in the bar. He's like, Zeb, and he kind of steps forward and puts his hands up. I give up. I give up.
I point my crossbow at him. What's your name?
Prince.
Answer me.
I did. It's Krantz.
Prince.
Krantz.
Who do you work for?
Xanathar.
That makes sense. A lot of sense. Does he have any weapons?
It doesn't look like he has anything sheathed or anything he's holding. It's just straight up. It's probably just he laid it down somewhere else in the room and just doesn't have it on him right now. With that, does anybody else want to intervene, or will they just want to do this socially for now? Because we can drop combat and everybody can move in the room.
Yeah, I'm good for dropping combat.
Yes.
Right.
Same.
All right.
I'll walk towards him, the crossbow raised.
So feel free to enter the room as I put the gloomy music back.
I ask whoever's in the room to search for weapons.
Okay.
Well, we're all of a sudden there.
Right.
Brutrik, I'll move you in. Boop. There you go.
Is it investigation to find?
So, yeah, well, usually you just tell me what you want to do, and I can tell you if there's anything. Looking around, you don't find anything of value in here. The dwarf you killed appears to be a Dwegar, a dark dwarf, if you will. Mainly from the Underdark, they're sort of the evil counterparts. It's kind of like what Drow are to elves, or things like that.
I go, looking for a man named Floon. Red hair.
Oh, well, he, next room. He points to the southern door. You will see that it looks like there's a bunch of, like, furniture and just random stuff, like, barricaded against the north door.
And Sharptooth's gonna be like, what the heck is that all about?
You don't want to go in there.
Why?
Bad stuff in there.
Specifics.
You won't believe me.
It's been a pretty weird day, so maybe I will.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check or a persuasion check, whichever you feel you're doing.
Wait, when's Brutrik? Oh, we got the same.
So we got a 16 and a 16. With that, he's like, it's the lavatory, and the poo is attacking. Wait a second. You're those guys from the bar. I saw you before I got... Yeah, I saw you at some point.
Yeah,
Kinda
you're
like
over
looks...
knocking over all my glasses. Jeez.
Well, I thought they were... Look, Durnan has a lot of money. He can buy more glasses. It's okay.
You know how hard it is for somebody to work there? I am so upset as somebody who worked as a server. You were very disrespectful.
I'm sorry. All right, I hold on. I think here, and he starts going through the bed that he's like standing over. Is anybody stopping?
I go, do it slowly.
All right, there. pulls out what appears to be a slightly broken glass cup, and he hands it. He motions to hand it to Brutrik. Here you go.
You stole the broken cup?
No. This one's mine. I had it elsewhere, and I want to a replacement. There. Are we even? Can I go?
That doesn't even make sense to me.
That's saying a lot.
I appear to have underestimated your intelligence. I admit. I apologize. I will promise to never break any more glasses in the yawning portal or anywhere that you might work.
That's actually very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, but you work for Xanathar.
Yeah, and you don't want to piss him off, honestly. He doesn't have anything against the yawning portal. He likes it. It's a very good bar. So this had nothing to do with the bar. This had to do with that Zentarum mercenary.
What?
Santera mercenary?
That orc lady. What's her name? Yagreth.
Turn to Simon. And you go. Explain.
This is the first I've heard of this.
Make make a history check. I'm gonna control this under history. Well, that's enough. So when Yager sort of saved you from outside the bar, I had mentioned that you don't know if she was trying to just straight up save you, or she also had a bone to pick with the people who were harassing you. She treated you pretty decently afterwards, as say, like, hey, come on, you're gonna be fine. But at the same time, maybe those people were rival faction mercenaries. Maybe they were just people that owed her money, or maybe they were some other thing. Her heroics were less to be a hero, and more, it's an easy excuse to be able to attack the people that she is against.
Excuse me. I go,
So, like, remembering it in a different light suddenly.
Yeah, you kind of have that epiphany where it's like, oh, maybe that's what happened. She still treated you decently afterward. She didn't have anything against you, and she seemed to be like, yeah, you're a weakling. You know what? I'll let you just bring you into the bar so nobody else messes with you.
I go, I've no tolerance for gang warfare.
Well, then why are you in the middle of our gang hideout?
Well, I'm not part of a gang, obviously.
What are you talking about? We're a gang here.
I am not part of this gang, by the way, as Renair steps in.
Really guessing?
Brutrik, you want to give this guy the 1-2 punch?
Brutrik would love to give a 1-2 punch to knock him unconscious.
All right, go ahead. Just give me a strength check, or dexterity, because you're a monk and you can just use your dexterity thing. So either way.
Remember, bugbears have the strength of a large creature.
Yep. That's why I'm not doing this with a normal attack. She's just able to knock him out of combat.
I'm gonna go with strength. Just one. I do have a higher number by 1.
You do. That's right. I keep forgetting that you're playing a monk against type. So.
Yeah. So it's just like a big, like in Looney Tunes or something, where the fist just goes out and like knocks him off screen. It's like.
Oh yeah, he's like, look, I'm just up. Not only did he hit him, kind of like slam the back of his head against the backside, so he goes down and he is unconscious.
Perfect.
Can Sharptooth rummage through his pockets?
Go for it.
What's that check?
Go and just, you won't need a check. Let me just,
Yeah. As soon as that happens, like, it's like...
Roll a D, because I now get these, roll a D12. The little button in the bottom, oh, yeah, you got it. D12, 9. You find 9 copper.
Ooh. Okay. This is a big scavenger. This is this guy.
I say, good idea, Sharptooth. We can return that to their proper owners.
Yeah,
Promptly.
definitely.
You'll probably be able to find the proper owners at one of your concerts. Did you rummage through the dwarf?
Oh, I guess Kume also rummaged through the dwarf. That's
Roll a 1d4.
okay.
As she's doing that, I bound up.
You
Prince,
find
I
4
got-
copper.
So that's 13 copper.
Okay, so you found each of these binding is probably. I'm trying to think of what the. I should know this. I feel like I should know this. Like how much rope it would take to just bind someone.
I feel like
Let's say it's probably like 10 feet.
Yeah,
5 to 10
but, like,
feet.
Go leave you for the authorities.
Well, Rat King, since he said that there's a monster in the other room attacking, I think it might not be so safe to leave him right next to that room. Unless he was lying about the attacking
It
poo.
is barricaded.
Hmm.
Should have. Although that could be where the prisoner is. He could have been lying.
Oh,
God!
why would he do that?
Good thinking.
Renair kind of looks over to Simon and be like, bad people lie.
Oh, right.
I do say though, a poop monster is very specific though. I don't know if he would make that up.
So, would anyone like me to remove the barricade and open that door to see if Blue's there?
No, thank you. I'm quite happy to believe him. Let's trick the other one just in case.
The southern door.
Right.
Poop monster in there, I swear to God.
Brutrik would like to open the southern door.
Okay. With that, you do.
They both lead to the same room.
No, this one does look to be a hallway that goes south. It does not have any entrances to the north.
I'll leave a note. Your friendly neighborhood, Rat King. On the.
You get like a calling card, but you haven't had like the printing shop ones made yet because you don't want to give away your identity. So they're all like hand drawn with crayon.
No. My crayon. That sounds childish, Mark. I'm a broadsheet writer. It's in nice calligraphy.
It's like hands cramping from writing so many of them.
Yeah.
So would everybody like to go into the southern room? Because we're in another hallway, I would like to get everybody into a marching order. If that's
Only one sort of press that could print.
I don't think God, I always mix it up. Not Guggenheim. Who did the printing press? His name starts with a G. Guggenheim was on the Titanic.
Gutenberg.
Gutenberg.
No, it was I think it was Guten.
No, it was Gutenberg. It was Gutenberg. Guggenheim was on the Titanic. That's why I know that name because I'm a Titanic guy. So let me get a marching order from everybody.
Brutrik's in
So
front.
basically, the order you're going to be going in down the hallway in.
I'll be right behind Rat King.
So-
Sharptooth will be right behind Rat King.
Okie doke. We have another
Brutrik's
case
in
where
front.
this is going to go over underneath the existing sewer passageway, so just keep that in mind.
Mhm.
So let me see. So who's going first?
Brutrik.
Brutrik, gotcha. Move you there. Rat second. Sharptooth third.
Correct.
I'll put Simon fourth because Renair doesn't need vision.
Yeah, NPCs always follow behind.
So Simon doesn't just disappear at one point.
Yeah.
So this goes up into the stairs a bit. So our shorter characters might not be able to see, but Brutrik, you can see in the distance. Let me just check what you can see. You can see all the way. You see a couple of things, and let me describe this because It is quite a scene.
Oh my.
Threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of this long hall. You can't quite see those, but they're there. In the middle of which is a muscular half-orc in dingy robes, standing with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist, as if it's sort of a magical spell that he's doing. And his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Seated on a raised platform to the south is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin, with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. It cradles and gently caresses what looks to be a disembodied brain with feet.
Ugh.
Give us intellect devour and an illithid at level 1.
As far as you can tell.
First off, not to judge, that is the most feminine-looking floon I've ever seen.
Yeah, I didn't have they don't have a portrait for Floon. They have one for Nera. I think he's just one of the NPCs. But for Floon, I just looked around for a human with red hair that I had in my unlocked stuff, and lo and behold, that's what I had.
Yo,
I mean,
Final Fantasy character. So Brutrik's gonna turn around and as quietly as he can. Oh God, we're gonna play telephone. To Rat King, I'm gonna say, Rat King, there's a half-orc with fists on fire over top of Floon. There seems to be something really creepy sitting on a throne behind them. Pass it on.
I say, there's a giant orc next to a little floon, and there's a gigantic brain on a throne with a little squid on him. Pass it on.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Turn to Simon. I'm like, there's a lot going on apparently. There's a tiny man.
I heard.
Good, because and then
Fun gets inspiration.
We're still only like 10 feet between each other, kind of thing.
drink to each other too.
Yeah, we gotta keep our stealth up. So as Brutrik,
this illithid, looks like some bondage stuff is going on according to this picture.
So I will say that Brutrik, Sharptooth, and Rat King likely have never seen an illithid. Maybe never heard about it. Maybe not an intellect about it. Like you, Joey, know who that is. Simon, I would think, would know what these are because of his studies. I assume he's studied like horrible,
I've at least
creatures.
heard of them and like squid creatures and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
So is it
I
like,
wasn't playing as Mousey knowing it. I just said,
No, I completely understand. I just wanted to get everybody on the same page.
but are they fans of Sharptooth's music? Is what Brutrik needs to know.
like what's the?
We'll have to go up and ask them.
It's like, are they playing the record in the back? Because it sounds kind of like it would.
They are not. What you do hear is the half-orc going. Now, since you are not who we're looking for, I've got no reason to keep you here. So tell me, why should I keep you alive? And Brutrik can see, throws him against the wall to the side here and sort of like steps again. Floon is just like still like moving and shivering, but he's taken like a lot of abuse from this.
At that sound, Brutrik says, "We gotta go help him," and jumps into battle. I'd like to do a sneak attack with one of my darts if I could.
I will let you do that. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Absolutely. At disadvantage?
I'm gonna say that your like instincts sort of go into things, so you don't have to do a disadvantage if you don't want. It feels like you would jump into this thing and your just monk instincts would take over. If you feel that's a little outside your character, go ahead and roll the clumsiness with disadvantage. Doesn't matter. You
happens
head on
anyway.
You head on up to here to go ahead and throw a dart. And your footfalls on the stairs are very loud. To everyone in the room turns north. at you. So you do not get a surprise round. But everybody can move up a little bit if they wish, and we will all roll initiative again.
Right. And then so could I throw the dart?
You won't get a surprise round on. Well, let's have everybody roll initiative, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
Well.
Wow.
What?
We have
I got a 0.
classic Simon.
I don't think I've gotten anything over a 5 in any battle.
I've got a character in another game I'm playing, and he almost never rolls double digits on initiative because he's got a -1 to Dex.
And so do I.
Yeah.
Did get
Who are we missing? Sharptooth, what did you get?
12.
12. Sharptooth got a 12. I'm sorry. And what did Brutrik get?
Brutrik got a 12 as well.
Oh, okay, good. Sort. I'll say that Brutrik, you can take a disadvantage dart throw, and we'll treat that as your surprise round, but people being able to dodge out of the way and react to it.
Yep.
So go ahead and do that as I pick the Rat Battle. Everyone's favorite track. And who you were attacking the half-orc?
Yes.
It unfortunately misses as he turns and goes, intruders! That's not good. I can handle you. I said he says intruder, not intruders. He probably can only see Brutrik at the moment.
I feel like I take up most of the hallway.
Yeah, that's why I'm going with that.
That's good.
Two like creatures just behind his legs.
The Intellect Devourer is currently being pet by the giant tentacle mouth dude, and he does not act.
Like the Bond villain, like the Bond villain with the cat in the lap.
Pretty much. I think that's what they were going for.
Nice.
Renair does not have any ranged weapons, so he is just going to stay back and bring up the rear. Taking the dodge action
We were lined up so perfectly if there was like a dragon, like a lightning dragon whelp in here or something.
Destroy everyone.
So this tentacled creature stands up and sort of glides across the room from where his throne is, putting the Intellect Devourer down where he was sitting. Heads closer. Says something. He seems to motion to Grimshar. I'm sorry, he seems to motion to the half-orc, because I always name people when I'm looking at their things. He turns to the half-orc and sort of motions for him. Simon would know that they speak telepathically, and you could think that was going on. Simon might not be able to see this, but that's generally happened. And then he heads through the door. Then it looks like he's about to open the door to the east. There's a double door to the east right about here. Hey, there he is. Oh, I meant to put him in. I should have replaced the thing with that. I try to use your stuff whenever I had, and I completely forgot on this map.
Yeah, I made a brain devour puppy.
Yeah.
That's the west.
I'm sorry, the west. Yeah, he heads to the west. And he actually will check something. Yeah, he just sort of... Oh, there it is. I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh, wait, I've forgotten how to minimize it. There we go. Sorry, I'm manipulating things on my end so I can read stuff. Yeah, he's just going to do that. He's going to go through the door and sort of mostly shut it behind him. Sharptooth, you are now up.
I guess I'll, Sharptooth will go past everyone. I know that's at half So can I actually make it all the way out?
Yeah, I'll say that you can get past Rat King, no problem here, and then it'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25 to get there. You still have 5 more feet to move it.
I can put wrecking aside and then like go between Brutrik's legs.
Yeah. You guys are small enough together that you can make it through. Like, in a doorway is one thing, but in a hallway is another.
Okay, I'm going to then shoot with my crossbow.
Okay, who'd you like to shoot?
I'm going to shoot the half-orc.
Okay.
22.
22. Haha, I could just put up a shield. You hit him before he can kind of react to that. It will hit. Roll damage.
6.
6. He is bleeding profusely.
It's funny because I think leading up to that, because Sharptooth only vaguely heard of what was happening, so just like ran it blindly. He was like, ah, and this like shot at the first thing he saw.
He is going to react a different way, however. And he is going to cast Burning Hands. Oh no, Burning Hands is a reaction. I'm thinking of another thing. He does not cast Burning Hands.
Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke is one of them, yes. But he is hurt. That definitely hurt him. Brutrik, you're up. Is there anything else, Sharptooth? I'm sorry.
Nope, that is everything that I'd like to do.
Level 1s. Brutrik, you are now up.
So Brutrik is going to run in between the... I'd like to run in between the orc and Floon and attack him from that side, so that way it would create a barrier between the orc and Floon.
Okay, so you kind of want to just get between them. So you can't quite do that right now, but you can... If you hit him hard enough, I'll say that he gets pushed back. Just for level 1. Because there are specific rules for pushing. But,
okay, yeah. It's
okay, but I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. Trying to protect
Not
Floon.
actually pushing, but that's...
So yeah, you can get up to him and go ahead and attack. .23 will hit. 4. How do you want to do this?
So running up, it would be it's like a giant, you know, in the original Mortal Kombat, the sidekick Liu Kang would do.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so just running up and then just going like just a flying sidekick to try and get him in between the two.
You go up and do that, you're like, I'll get you, I'll protect you, Floon, and you just go up and just smack him to the side of the face. It's like, oh, my shield will protect me, and he puts up like a magical shield, but you kick him way before he can finish that spell, and he goes down. You have a feeling he was a squishy wizard of some sort.
It's like, this time my shield will definitely protect me.
The
Second time, try.
So
Rat King. Oh yes, I'm sorry, Brutrik, go ahead.
So Brutrik realizes like that did not feel like a hefty orc. That felt like a soft wizard on my foot. So did that knock him out, or is he dead?
Did you want to do that lethally or non-lethally?
Because it was like in the heat of battle, I do think he would have done it lethally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he is completely dead.
Yeah.
Now he's all, oh no, and then tries to brush him underneath the carpet.
Quick, put it up.
But Sharptooth has to go through its pockets first.
Rat King. Oh yes, question.
So since he's dead, is combat over, or is it?
Combat is still going on as the Illithid seem to have gone to the other room and is not. You don't know what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
As well as the brain to the south, looks like was told to do something. I should say that looks like he was told to do something during that telepathic thing.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Brutrik will just finish concerned about what he felt on his foot, and it's the end of my turn.
Okay, Rat King, go ahead. I see you've already moved.
Another sleeping person. I go, a brain with legs. First time for everything. I'm gonna crossbow it with a 9.
9 does not hit. He's a little too small, and he runs under the throne just before you can hit him.
So gross.
Those feet definitely threw me
It's making like brain sounds, like.
off.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right,
Anything else, Rat
Simon's-
King?
Oh wait, I'm not the DM. Sorry.
Yeah. Simon, you're up.
He manages to come into the room.
That's why I wanted everybody in the hallway so they could see what's going on.
I will stay there because there is a sleeping person, finger quotes, he doesn't want to get near. I would should I assume that he knows what the brain thing is?
You would know what that is. To what degree, if your character would more have studied like Underdark and abyssal or I guess aberrations, he would probably know more or not than not. You would know that this thing at least is sentient and dangerous and ungood.
I would say like magical creatures would be a fascination.
Yeah, so you'd probably have a familiarity with what they're capable of. So.
Stay away from that thing. That's an intellect devourer. It will literally eat your brain.
Just so you know, Mark, I do know Undercommon.
Okay, great. That's good. He did speak telepathically, so you didn't hear anything.
I'm not actually going to do anything, but I'll ready a firebolt for if the thing starts getting anywhere closer.
Okay. The intellect power is up now. He's fast. He does start going closer, and he does seem to be not heading towards the door that the yellow thing goes to. So go and do your firebolt. That hits.
Ah!
Is that the first time Firebolts hit something?
With an offensive spell, yes. The only other the only other spell he's done so far that his hit is sleep, which doesn't have a roll to hit.
The intellect devourer comes up to everybody's favorite smart guy, the Rat King,
Oh, the smart guy.
and will attack with its claws. Does a 10 hit?
Not.
And it will then.
I sidestep it. It's a pop.
I'm going to say that it doesn't do the devour intellect right now, but you better figure out what to do. Renair is up. He enters the room, sees Floon, and just starts running over to where Floon is. Can't quite get there. Dashes and sort of steps over the dead body. I'll say we're not doing that, but he's going to try and nurse Floon, or just see if he's okay, give him a healing potion if necessary. And that'll be his turn.
Floon have a big flowing beard too.
Coming through the door, coming from the inside of the door, which is cracked open, suddenly you see this big blue light. And you hear a sort of happen.
Oh.
That's no good.
I mean, Brutrik probably has no idea that, one, that thing on the floor is remotely dangerous, and two, that light means a bad thing.
Escaping.
Let me just do turning. I'm actually seeing I can make a directional light thing here. There we go.
Cool.
There, yeah, definitely worked. Sharptooth, you are up.
Seeing that gross brain on the ground with feet, it's immediately Sharptooth is gonna walk over to get a clearer shot. I guess. Yeah, Red King isn't big, so.
Yeah, you can definitely see him there. He's not going to block the. People are not 5 by 5 by 5 foot cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take like frantically taking a shot, be like, kill it!
Go for it.
Pretty sure that halflings though can step through large creatures.
There's something with halflings in particular. Yeah, I forget exactly.
Yeah.
No, I think they're able to hide behind other creatures.
Oh, cool.
14 does hit the brain. Good roll
Here's what
damage.
happens.
9 damage as the brain gets it hits the brain with the was it a crossbow bolt? Yes. And it gets stuck in there, and it sounds kind of like, I don't know, when you put a spoon in Jello for the first time.
Yeah.
It just gets stuck there. There is a crossbow bolt sticking out of this brain.
Splorch.
Florch. That's a good one.
So, Mark, this is what halflings have.
That's the end of my turn.
It's halfling nimbleness. You can move through space of any creature that is a size larger than you. So that means I can run through medium creatures.
You can, yes.
And naturally stealthy. You can attempt to hide. Even when you are obscured by a creature that is at least one size larger than you. So I can hide behind medium creatures or larger.
There was a later Critical Role episode where the Sam Riegel is playing a halfling, and there's another halfling that's an NPC but is on their side, and they both try to hide behind the same person because they're both in like the same area. And there's a lot of like really good like fan art doing like fighting. It's like, no, get your own orc to hide behind. No, this guy's mine.
That's pretty good.
Brutrik, you were up.
Brutrik doesn't understand how dangerous this creature is, and just goes over and just like, oh, that's no big deal, and is going to run over and do a sweeping kick, but it's like thematically it will be to pop it up, and so if I connect, I'm going to do the second hit.
Go ahead. Totally understand.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to hit it right now.
You're gonna punt the brain puppy.
Punt the brain.
Well, yeah. If I can get the first hit to pop it up, I'm going to do a second to.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Oh, I see. You're moving first.
Yeah, sorry. For 20?
20 will hit. Dirty 20. Go ahead and roll damage. 7. As you do, kick him into the air.
So, follow up with the spinning kick to try and finish the job.
13 hits. 7. How do you want to do this? I guess you already described it. You now do a roundhouse kick to just kind of like do it, and he goes flying all the way across the room.
Kicking the crossbow bolt in further as I do it.
Yes, and he lands upside down and sort of curls up his legs like a dead spider.
Ugh.
And we'll still stay in combat for a little bit. Rat King, what would you like to do?
Okay, so the little thing's dead. Can I peek into this room?
Yeah, you can open up the door if you wish.
Okay, I want to look and see what's in here.
Alright, let me go ahead and move the things out of the way. Let's take it out all together. Looking inside, you see get my notes out. In front of a pillar in the middle of this room is a large, what appears to be glowing portal. There are stairs to the northwest. There's a door to the north and another door to the west. You don't see the illithid anywhere, and all of the other doors in the room that you can see are closed, and you did not hear anything open or shut. With that, we'll go ahead and exit combat. I always forget that I should have just did the Intellect Devour attack, because he doesn't eat your brain until the next turn.
Oh, so does it like latch on and then it's...
It basically does something to drain your intelligence. When the intelligence is 0, you are stunned until you get some of that back. And when you are stunned, he can eat your brain.
If he gets your intelligence to 0 or your hit points to 0, he basically then devours your brain and burrows itself into the hole it made.
And takes control of the body.
Pretty good.
You're dead if you can't.
A much more direct head, a much more direct version of the head things from Alien.
Yeah, and like it's like a mix of that and the Starship Trooper. Like
yeah, or that.
The Yerks from Animorphs.
Oh, I hate little worm in your head. Ugh.
Yep. Okay, what would you like to do?
I asked Simon. I go, "You're a nerd. What's the deal with this glowing orb? This portal?"
A glowing orb, and peeks. Oh my! I'm gonna roll an Arcana just to figure out what it is.
With advantage, because this is probably very identifiable. So go ahead and do it with advantage. Natural 20.
Yep.
25. This appears to be a portal. You're not quite sure if it's one-way or two-way, but this would transport it to somewhere else, probably on the existing plane.
How difficult are those to create?
They would probably be... It would be a high-level thing.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's doing an actual spell, but it would be something powerful in magic to do.
Yeah, because it's a lot more direct than like a circle of teleport or something. So,
Yeah.
Oh my. That's a portal. It allows you to basically walk from here to wherever the other side is. It could be literally anywhere.
Is it a smart idea to walk through it?
Does appear to be getting smaller.
If that illithid walk through it, no.
I go, it's getting smaller. We can't let him get away.
I'd rather him be away than here.
I turn to Brutrik and Sharptooth and I go,
barely just in the corner. 1 second.
I ask him, I turn to Flu and I go, should we follow this guy?
Floon is the one on the ground.
Oh, he's beaten up.
Yeah,
so
he was basically assaulted, possibly tortured, based on his wounds. Not to the point where it's like horrible, but to the point where it's like somebody was making a show of this.
Thanks to this icon, the new lore is that Floon and Rhaegar are boyfriends, and Floon is transitioning.
That works.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Very attractive.
Oh, fantasy play. But because I think Brutrik's like, but we got Floon. That's what we're here for. Let's just make sure he's okay.
Rat King, you see that this is about to dissipate. What do you do?
But the bad guy, and I go, but I'll let it go. I go, you're right.
Pierce.
Floon
Leaving
is
behind an empty room with a pillar, several doors, and a stairway.
Brutrik would like to investigate the body of the half-orc.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Clumsiness will not matter in this point because you're just looking at things and nothing to break.
And I want to tend to Floon.
Okay. So what you find on the half-orc is nothing much, but you find a book. and you would at least probably, just because you're in a monastery and you're a little more educated than just a general sort of
Bugbear.
bugbear. This would probably be a spell book of some sort. You may not be able to read the spells, but you know it's a spell book.
Hey, Simon.
what-
Simon.
Yeah.
I found this. I think it's something you'd like.
I would. Looks at whatever it is.
So it is a spell book, and I will give you the spell book. I'm pretty sure I made it. Yes, I did. It has the following level 1 spells in it: Burning Hands, Disguise Self, False Life, Shield, Unseen Servant, and Witch Bolt.
He takes the book and starts perusing through it.
Yes. What are the rules with wizards and spell books? You get
I have
copy
the
them to your own.
yeah. I could end up basically. I think I can actually use them from somebody else's spell book, but I can copy them into my own. Needing I think like 50 gold pieces or of ink or something, and an hour or two per spell.
Yeah,
level,
it's like 50 gold per level and an hour per level to copy it or something like that. I don't think you can use someone else's spell book, because the whole idea is that you're able to study, prepare, and understand the spell. You can't just read it off like it's a scroll.
Oh, okay.
But you can use it to scribe scrolls or into your own book. So it is a resource, and I'm happy that I have a wizard this time that can use it. I've run this a couple times. I think I've only had a wizard one other time when I've run this.
So Brutrik.
Always find like this. There's no wizard. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just Brutrik's gonna say is well, it's like I was looking through his stuff, because when I kicked him, he didn't feel like how he looks. He felt a lot weaker. I feel like I overdid it. But is there anything in that book that would maybe point or explain why he didn't feel as strong as he looks?
Let's see. Shield, no. Bolt, no. Oh, he does have a spell in here that allows him to change his form. It's commonly known as Disguise Self.
Looking down at him, you would know that it would dissipate if he were using it, and he is still a half-orc.
Though, it would have dispelled by now if he is dead, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's definitely dead.
Yeah, the spell would not still be in effect. So it could be he was prostrating.
What?
You would generally think that he was weaker because he is not a. First, he's a half orc, not a full orc, for one thing, and two, he is studying the arcane arts and not a fighter. And as we all know, wizards are squishy.
I pat Brutrik's knee and go, "We need to learn on your self-control while dealing the killing blow."
Yeah.
With at that point, Floon probably sits up and is like, "Oh, my aching head. Oh, Renair? Renair looks at that. Don't worry, Floon. We're here. We're gonna get you out of here. I'm here with Rat King and Sharptooth's Base Wraith. I'm not even joking, and a couple other guys that are really helpful. But look." And Floon says, "Oh no, I must be hallucinating. No, I will also say that here and here are curtains that are blocking into passageways. So it's not a straight up wall at that point."
I go, "It's true. It's really me, the Rat King."
Nice to meet you.
And they because Floon's a really attractive person. Sharptooth's gonna go up and yeah, me, Sharptooth, Base Wraith. One of the best of the base.
Oh, not so loud. Like Renair's really into it, but you're getting from Floon maybe if he's not just doing this because of his injury, it seems like he's maybe like Floon has spent hours, or Renera spent hours telling Floon how awesome you are, and Floon's like, yeah, I get it, sure, okay.
He's had to listen to his roommate play that record one too many times.
Yeah.
Sharptooth
I
won't
say that.
be able to figure that out.
Yeah, you as a player would know that, but I don't know if Sharptooth would know it.
I say, your friend Volo hired us to rescue you. Turns
Volo?
out these guys are actually after Rainier here.
Yeah, they
Since you
mentioned that when they were asking me questions while they were punching me out.
Yeah, since the both of you are just absolutely gorgeous, 10 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
11 out. Turn it up to 11. They mix you two up.
Wouldn't be the first time that happened. He kind of stands up at this point, and he's wobbly and whatnot.
Now
But
remind me of the.
Rainier's got him by the arm.
Remind me of the sequence events. They were kidnapped by Xanathar, but these heroes.
So to recap, Volo and Floon were at the Skewer Dragon, the Skeevy Tavern. Volo left. Rainier
that's right. It was
came later.
On
yeah,
their house. Okay.
Rainier came, and I'm just going to do this for posterity's sake and for everybody listening at home. Rainier came and they drank for a little more and eventually left, and were jumped by 5 Zentarum thugs. Brought to the warehouse. At some time after that, Xanathar thugs attacked the warehouse. Rainier managed to hide in that closet. Floon not so much, and was kidnapped by the double assaulters. By the Xanathar Guild itself, and brought here.
And there was a stone that the Xanathar Guild was probably after.
Yes, the Stone of Galore is what Rainier thinks this is all about. They're trying to find that, or trying to find some clue to that, even though Rainier doesn't know anything about it, other than its existence and rumors.
We think they're after Never Ember's secret dragon horde, aka a bunch of gold. Did he ask you about a stone?
Yeah, Stone of Galore, something like that. I don't know. The head's a little woozy. Can we go home? I need a drink.
Yes.
Nice
perhaps we should leave before someone else tries to kidnap you.
Oh yes. I didn't see that many people here. I don't know, maybe a dozen or so, half dozen. I don't know.
A dozen?
Probably less. I was seeing double.
We've only seen 2 or 3.
Well,
we should case the dream just to.
Technically, you've seen 5 in a pet brain.
We should probably case the place. See if you find anything else.
Yeah, Rainier says, "Don't worry, I'll protect him and we can get him out of here if necessary. If you guys just want to scout ahead, make sure there's no one else around."
Are you sure?
Avoid the barricaded room.
Are you sure we haven't found enough already?
Sharptooth would like to check behind the curtains.
Okay.
Of the.
Pay no attention. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
So looking behind the curtains, obviously there's no one back here you would be able to have heard, or they would have heard you, either way. But looking into the back, these appear to be basically like bedrooms, possibly cells, as there are manacles attached to the chain wall.
Yeah.
Attached to chains attached to the wall.
Can I search the room to...
Feel free.
Pardon? Sorry?
Do an investigation check, please.
Gotta find some kappas.
It's like pennies.
Yeah.
11.
You find what you thought was a copper, but is basically it is a aluminum foil.
A very old cracker.
Very old cracker. Yeah, there you go.
You bite into it to check it. It's just like
Tastes pretty good. It's a little bit of garlic on it.
Want to search this room?
You don't find not even a cracker.
Not even a cracker. Well, this room seems to have some stuff going on.
This room, there is a pillar, as well as a door to the door to the east, door to the north, as well as the stairs to the northwest. I'm sorry, door to the west, northwest, and 2 doors at the top of that.
I'll peek into the door.
Okay. Appears to be another bedroom. This one does not have manacles. Maybe this was an actual sleeping quarter.
Investigation.
Go for it.
14.
You find 1 copper.
Thanks, Mark.
Hey, big spender.
That's more gold than they offered in the actual module, so you're welcome.
Oh, did I sound sarcastic? I really.
No, not at all.
It's a lucky copper.
It's
It's heads up.
It's like in World of Warcraft when you found a bag with 1 slot in it.
Would anybody else like to look in whatever rooms they're in?
Brutrik's pretty much like, well, all done here. Like, so it's
If there are any more rooms Sharptooth would like to look at,
Is this room to the north?
Yeah, so there's a door to the north of Rat King, and in the room that Sharptooth was in, there is the raised area where the Intellect Devourer and Illithid was, and there's an area to the set northeast that nobody looked into.
I'll look in the raised area. Sharptooth will look in the raised area, being very conscious of that brain thing. Just like even though I know it's dead, it's probably still awful.
Yeah.
So investigate that area, being very cautious of.
Yeah, you go the long way. You like, oh, I'm going to go this way. Looking around at that raised area, I'd say that the door that was over here is just another. Looks like a normal, like more comfy room, not a prisoner room. Because there's light and there's no shackles. Looking up there is a stone chair. Roll investigation, please.
there's somebody with higher investigation than Sharptooth.
I got 1, so it ends up being a 0.
Yeah, you see a chair.
Nice. Okay.
There's a brain over there. Ew. Oh. And you just leave.
Yeah. All down here. Nothing important up there. Don't worry.
I don't have that great of an investigation either, so I can't even help.
Better than a 0.
I see Sharptooth attempting to look at the throne or wherever I go. You find anything, Sharptooth, and I give myself a look too.
Do a perception check because you're kind of just watching him from down there. So what's your perception modifier? And I'll just take the 12-year-old.
2 less than that, so 13.
So it's a 13. Okay. Even with that, you notice that beneath and tucked behind the chair is a box with a lid. Pretty obvious, bright orange.
I see the Rat King going towards it, what do you? I already checked. There's absolutely nothing.
This big Amazon box behind us.
Apparently the Sharptooth is staring at the ceiling or something.
I want to look at this box and
Stubbed his toe on it on the way through.
Never left the brain thing.
Yeah, just.
Would you like to do with the box?
I just want to look at it, see if it has any markings or?
It's basically a small wooden chest, no markings on it, doesn't look locked.
I go, aha, clues, and I open it. A sleight of hand, open it.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand. As you are trying to do it without triggering any traps or anything that might be in it.
Halfling luck, 18.
18. You open it up. Doesn't appear to have been trapped at all, and you find a good load of things. 2 potions of healing, 16 gold pieces, 82 silver pieces, and 250 copper pieces.
I shall put this in the group inventory.
Yes.
Whoa! Where the heck did that come from? I looked everywhere. I couldn't see a dang thing.
I go,
Pipes. Go ahead.
I mean, it was hidden in the shadows. I mean, I hardly even saw it myself.
Good one.
So the only one that can't see in the dark was able to see.
Yeah, there's light.
Brutrik's like, oh, that's awfully nice you found that. Is everybody done looking for stuff in here? We should probably get food and doctor.
Check out this room.
I'm quite looking for the egress, yes.
Going into this room, it appears to be a empty, just area.
I find an empty area very suspicious. Go look around.
Okay. Investigation. Yeah, there's a secret door. I think you can see the S anyway in that one.
Not
There is a secret passage. Describing it, there is a rough hewn tunnel hidden beneath a loose flagstone. Let me just open up everything.
Does it look like this is like a getaway door?
Not really, no. It doesn't look like a getaway door.
Or it leads back into the sewer.
It doesn't look like it's natural here. It looks like it was dug at some other point, but it doesn't look like it was prepared for like a Great Escape type of tunnel. It leads a couple feet to the north, or a couple squares to the north, and comes to another what is obviously another doorway, flagstone to get out of.
I say not so fast, my large furry friend. I have found a secret tunnel.
You are on a roll today, sir.
Brutrik's gonna kind of look over, so we walk over and look at it. In that direction, he's like, oh, that's pretty neat. Should we go through it?
Sharptooth is already like right behind Rat King. There could be
That's
more stuff.
Onward to stuff. I walk ahead.
Okay. There's another obvious exit here under another flagstone that's just above you.
Does it look like a manhole cover or something like that?
Nope, it looks like another just square flagstone.
Yeah.
So this room.
Tall.
You need
As you're figuring out, yeah, I imagine Brutrik will just kind of like pick you up and put you in there. This room used to be a cellar of some sort, just a normal cellar. There's just a couple of junk around, a bunch of looks like wine barrels or ale casks of some sort of alcohol storage, and a door in the top right of the room.
Or any of these
It is also dark down here. None of this is actually lit up.
can I just light one of the torches I have at this point?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see. I'm actually just going to go ahead and give you 30 feet
Hold on, wait.
of emitting bright light. Or 20 feet.
I have the light temp. Oh wait, that's a torch. I don't know if it's that.
Yeah, you got it. I'm just adding it onto your thing right now. So it's literally coming off of your character sheet right now.
So Brutrik's gonna step over Sharptooth and Rat King and walk into the room.
Okay. Yeah, everybody can easily make it into the room. Renair and Floon kind of stand nearby just so they're, keep sight of you.
Mm-hmm. You think we could get Floon out faster this way?
I think this was hidden for a reason.
So there was another...
Yeah, I want to open up this door.
It is locked.
Out of curiosity, what is stored in here?
It appears to be just a couple of junk and various casks, barrels of likely alcohol. They look to be basically, on their side, how you would be wine glass. So the Amontillado on the wall next to what looks to be freshly bricked. No.
We didn't find any keys or anything like that.
Nope.
Bet you that weird squid thing had a key.
Can Brutrik... I would like Brutrik to try and force the door.
Sure, give me a strength check. Yeah, you bust the door down. Let me try it. You just turn the knob, and the knob just kind of comes off and breaks off a part of the door with it.
Yeah, I'm about to take out my thieves' tools, and Brutrik just opens the door.
Just knocks on it and falls over.
This appears to be a stairway leading. This looks less of a basement and more of a actual housing basement. So wooden floor and whatnot. Stairway leading up to another doorway.
Do I hear any sounds?
Make a perception check.
Also, were you serious about the freshly bricked up wall? Or
No, I was not. No, it was Edgar Allan Poe joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I was like, oh man, I definitely want to break down that door. It's just dead body.
You hear some chatter in Halfling.
Which I can understand.
Yes, you can. Just talk. It sounds like a man and a woman, male and female, talking about weather going on in the city. Just kind of yells at something. Hey, go take your toys to your room. And then you hear a little kid in Halfling goes, "Oh man, but I'm playing superhero. I want to play superhero down here."
I say to Brutrik, seems to lead to a residence. They don't know about the tunnel.
Should we tell them about it?
Rat King would say no.
Okay. Well, I guess not then.
Oh. Unless someone who lives there is part of the Xanathar Guild. But they could be innocent bystanders. But they could be criminal masterminds. But they could just be two halflings arguing. Ah!
Sounds like there's a lot going on in that room.
Yeah. So it might be best to leave.
Alright. Do you think this would help get... Okay, just by looking at Floon, is he's just really beat up, he's not dying or anything?
No, he has been tended to with Renair, probably giving him just enough medical things. He's not to the point, he didn't have a lot of hit points in general because he's basically just a commoner.
Yeah.
But he's not dying.
Okay. So, If he was, this would be a great exit to rush him out of, but since we've got time, we can...
Yeah.
This is the most random thing. Like, we're in a child's room right after with a brain with legs. Like, what?
Well, maybe he won't come
right?
back.
Rock King thinks we should just leave and not disturb these fine citizens.
He's pretty set on just letting them live their lives without telling them about the nightmares just beyond their door.
It's better that they don't know, but the darkness beneath their feet. The dark underground of Waterdeep.
A storeroom?
With the secret passageway to squid monsters.
I feel like we should tell them so they can, like, bar their doors or something.
Or move. If Brutrik's gonna try and, like, throw more stones if he can or something over, so sealing everything as we're leaving, putting stuff back so there's not just like a straight way to these people's houses.
Okay.
I don't know, like just sealing it back up so not leaving open doors.
Okay. Yeah, you can bring it. It's similar to a manhole cover that you would be able to just plop it back on as you leave.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all make your way back to where Floon and Renair are. The main throne room.
Probably make our way out.
Right, out through the sewer.
Said you did it once, you can do it twice.
Yeah. You know, I think we got rid of everything on the way here, so it'll be even easier on the way out.
I think there was one goblin.
What did you all see up there? Renair says it.
What
was?
Oh, you go.
Oh no, I stayed back so I could. Floon, what was? It looked like you went into some sort of tunnel.
We went up to some kid's room, I guess.
There.
That's not good.
I know, right? So weird.
It led to a citizen's household. I doubt they know about the passage.
Is there any way you can sort of like cover it up? I mean, we don't want Xanathar Guild just attacking random citizens. I guess they might be in on it. I guess.
No, a nice halfling couple like that, mother and child. No way.
Oh, Mr. King, can't you? Maybe you should leave one of your notes behind to say, "Hey, fix your cellar."
Yeah, good idea.
Should get a little bit of heads up.
Yeah.
It's like we broke into your cellar without meaning to seal up all the passageways. That little note.
All right, we'll say you did that. I was thinking the whole time, like, come on, Joey, that's what you've been doing this whole time. Don't make me say it.
The kid was even playing superhero.
Well, should we leave? Should we go back the way we came, or is there another way out this way? And he looks down at the big door.
It's like, I want to be Driss. I'm going to be Wolfgar.
I want to be Garfield. I hate Mondays.
Is there another space, that when we're all kind of looking around, that we could leave from here, or did we have to trek back through the sewers?
You technically didn't look through every room over here. Up the stairs, there are two doorways. One is where you saw that other goblin.
Oh, yes.
And you don't know if there's another exit over there.
Well, there was two ways we could go. We went the one way. Maybe the other is a way out without the sewers.
I prefer not the sewers, to be quite honest.
Okay.
Lead the way. I'll bring Flute in tow.
Wait, where's
I
everyone?
want to open up this obviously not secret passage.
Opening up this not secret passage. There is an obvious door at the very other side of this. This is secret passage on the other way, on the other side.
I mean, I say we just head back the way we came. Unless you want to knock out that one goblin. Brutrik.
I could do it.
We can practice your...
Door opens. Goblin steps in the doorway and just sees everything down there. I imagine everybody is just at least down here so they can see what's kind of going on.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's going on?
I take the hilt of my short sword and I attempt to bonk him on the head.
He puts up his shield. Miss.
So I refreshed my screen so I'm behind visually.
That's fine. I will.
There's a goblin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Basically beside Rat.
He's going to attack you with a scimitar.
Oh,
With a natural 20.
Look at that.
Doing
Shouldn't we
8
start-
damage.
Well, I mean... Shouldn't we start initiative after I attacked?
He's going to, because everybody else is sort of out of the way, we will do initiative, but he is basically getting a return. I didn't expect him to kill you in one shot. He does 8 damage to you. And I need everybody to now roll initiative.
Oh no.
A 4!
Improvement!
Almost up to that fabled 5.
Sharptooth got 17.
Sharptooth got a 17.
I dream of one day having an initiative of 6.
Keep leveling up. I'm working hard.
And is everybody's thing here?
Brutrik is 16.
Brutrik is 16. I'll take that.
You don't have
16.
your,
There you go.
Yeah.
you have your character select.
With that, you immediately see Rat King try to attack the goblin. The goblin attacks him right back, lethally, and gets like a really good hit on him and knocks him down. He is now under threat of dying.
Oh my.
Rat King will just say that this turn skips you, as well as the goblin, since you guys were up first anyway in initiative, so it didn't really matter. Sharptooth, you are now up.
I'm trying to think of between.
Do you have a healing?
I do have a healing thing, but in Rat King's. Would like healing. Does healing word work in his condition?
Yes, so basically right now, so here's how death works in 5e. When you get hit and knocked to 0 HP, you are then basically dying. You are unconscious, and you have to make death saving throws, which comes up on D&D Beyond when you start. Basically, you roll a d20, don't add anything to it, and 10 through 20 is a success. 1 through 9 is a failure. You get 3 failures, you are dead. You get 3 successes, you are stable, which means you are unconscious, but you're not going to wake up until you get 1 HP, which will take 1 to 4 hours. Additionally, if you get a natural 20, you get 1 HP and come right back up at the start of your turn. But if you get a natural 1, you take 2 death fails. Also, when you are hit, when you take damage, you get an automatic failure, and if it's a crit, it's automatically 2 failures. And all melee attacks at 5 feet of someone unconscious is a crit.
Okay, so I would like to do Healing Word on
Go ahead.
Rat King.
Go ahead. Yeah, you basically just need to give him 1 HP and he will come back up.
Okay.
He'll be prone, but he'll come back up.
Preferably give him more.
Well, we got 3.
You get 3 HP. So yeah, honestly, that's like a third of his health at level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You don't play that out.
now, just do like. Yeah. I can't think of anything that's almost like a
Not the Rat King!
Not the Rat King! He's almost as famous as I am!
Thought he was immortal.
Okay.
This
Brutrik,
is
you're
like
now
if
up.
Batman died in episode 1. Or issue 1.
What a twist. So Brutrik would like to run in further. I can go 30 feet.
I believe so, yes.
I'm so nimble.
Yeah, you can get it right up next to him.
Yeah, you can get right there.
Very cozy. Just gonna get cozy with my fist.
Yeah, you'll turn into 40 feet, I think, in a level or 2. I forget when monks get that. They get an extra like 10 feet.
I think it's 3.
Yeah, okay.
It's a lot. So yeah, so I'm gonna roll for this unarmed attack.
Okay, go ahead. That will hit. Doing 5 damage. That really hurt him. He's looking really bad.
Because he hurt my little buddy, the Rat King, I'm gonna have to do a bonus action of another strike.
That does not hit, unfortunately. He puts up a shield, bounces right off of it before you get a second hit in.
Yeah. Alright. Perfect.
Okay. Renair, he's just going to go ahead and look around and just pick up some piece of debris that's around, a rock or something, and attempt to throw it at Goblin. Which I believe is just going to be a normal, because it's basically a throwing weapon, so it's going to be a strength attack. And he actually just misses. Bounces again off its shield. It's like, what? You guys come into my house? What are you? And that'll be Renair's turn. Loon is just going to hide behind take the dodge action, hide behind the pillar. Simon.
Surprising that it took so short a time to get to me. Let's see. Move up to there, so I can see close, and is going to attempt to firebolt him. Let's see if we actually hit this time. It just stop that, you.
That will hit. Doing 3 damage, which will kill him. Since it's a firebolt, there's not really a how do you want to do this, so I'll just say that you hit him and he gets lit in fire, as if he's been putting on way too much hair oil to gussy up for a date or something.
And he gets hit on the face. Just falls.
And he goes,
oh my. Is he okay?
He just keeps yelling.
Sharptooth is like, still nothing like watching someone burn alive to death. Probably the worst things ever.
Oh yeah, he's definitely seen that with some pyrotechnic failures.
Yeah.
Start bonding. I remember the first time I saw somebody burn alive to death.
We are
Number 3 cause of death at my concert is burning to death.
Oh, okay.
I go, that was, uncharacteristically foolish of me.
That's uncharacteristically nice of me, so I guess we're even.
Everyone has their off day.
Renair kind of.
I go, thank God you were there to to protect. Wait a minute. Which costume? Oh, thank goodness you were there. We should probably go.
Right.
Even I missed one of my punches. Sure is a weird Wednesday.
Renair kind of pats Simon on the back and says, "Good job, you're doing well." King,
Thanks.
Way to kill someone. Good job.
Rat King, make a perception check as you open this door.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I was waiting for one of these to happen eventually.
16.
Out of your eye to the south, you see something. Something
Who?
that reminds you of you.
Is it that darn detective or the journalist?
Is it the
I'm not going to describe this because he is the only one who can see it, and there is a reason.
Dun dun dun.
And then he runs to the west.
See something rat-like run. There
Yep.
you go.
Humanoid rat-like.
Huh. I rub my eyes. I go. I think I've been in this persona for too long. I'm starting to
Make a
see
history
rat
check.
creatures.
Make a history check. By the way, Sam and Steph, if you want your things to show up with this purple sort of thing, there's a setting for that. With Beyond 20, I find it a little easier to read, but it's up to you, whichever you want to do. I understand both of them.
What do you mean purple thing?
So you see how it's when Joey and Bun do their thing that pipes to the from D&D to Beyond to Roll 20. It's got this purple header and it's sort of in this nice box.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Instead of mimicking the Roll 20 sort of thing. So there's a setting to say you can use that. I forget specifically what it is, but it's one of the Beyond 20 settings. In the more options. So just want to point that out. Anyway, Rat King, with a 16, you would know with your criminal underground that you know what? I'm actually going to whisper this to you. So we should probably set up a secrets voice channel for these rare things. I don't like to do it that often, but this feels like it would work. Like it's something that only Joey would know.
Only Joey and our listeners.
And our listeners. So I'm trying to basically whispering it to Joey on Discord. So you'll have to add this however you want to the podcast video. Typing things out. Type.
Oh, that's right. I my recording will hear it. But...
Yeah. Did you get that, Joey? Joey?
Yep, I said yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, it didn't come through.
Just really quickly, what's the thing called where it gives it that really nice text box?
Let me go ahead and find it. So it'll be on. You can actually do this from D&D. I'm sorry, from Roll20, and click on the little B red dice at the bottom right below the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
Thing will open up, and then you can click more options, and then you want to do it as. Let's see, it's one of these. There we go. Beyond, it's a Roll20 character sheet setting. No, I'm sorry, that's not it. I'm sorry, that's not it. Does anybody know where it is? It's something. Yeah, we all did it.
I think that might be what it is. Or wait, no.
I sent you a message, Mark.
I'll see it as soon as we get this figured out.
Sorry for the technical delays, everyone.
No worries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So it's roll 20 character sheet setting, about halfway down, and just choose beyond 20 roll renderer.
Oh, you don't even need to hit more options for that one.
Oh, really? Never mind then.
No, so I turned it to the Beyond 20 roll renderer.
Okay, so go ahead and just give a test roll.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. This is good because if you have something that has like a lot of things that add to it and then roll like crits, it's a little easier, I find, to interpret when there's a lot of dice rolls and things on it.
Yeah, especially as long as everyone's the same, right? I feel like consistency is a lot easier to read than like 3 different like formats.
The other one is with how it tries to be fancy with the borders and stuff like that. It just takes up a lot of room compared to this one.
Nice.
Okay, I got your message, Joey. Then we can continue. How would you like to proceed, Rat King?
I don't know why I would hide it.
That's up to you. I've just given you the option. You can totally tell them.
I go, I think I saw a were-rat.
What?
Or to whoever there.
Brutrik.
You know, like a werewolf. It's a were-rat. I'm not a were-rat. People have claimed I was. I mean, because I piercing appearance.
That is a relief.
So
I was wondering.
should we be careful? Are there more hostile people in the sewer?
You know, what do you say? They're like a known criminal organization.
Another one.
Or just criminals that live in the sewer. They're halfling were-rats. I saw one sneak into a tunnel. But I think our number one priority to get this citizen safety.
I'm all for that. Let's
Agreed.
get out of here. But be careful.
Okay. So would you all like to leave without investigating that?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should get this guy safety.
Okay. If you're going to go back the way you came, it's going to be a trek through... You don't have to go all the way back through the sewers. You can just come to the first place you see a manhole cover, the ladder leading up to it.
Nice.
Doing that, we find ourselves down at the dock ward near... I want to say this is going to be near... There's a couple things. Near Fishgut Alley in the dock ward. So here's the dock ward. Fishgut Alley is actually named on here somewhere. I forget out of the top of my head where it is.
Oh, I see it.
Can you ping it for me?
How do I ping that?
Hold click on your mouse. There it goes. Ah, great. So yeah, you come out roughly down there.
I wonder whose house it is that leads us down there.
So I will say that you probably walked maybe a good, I don't know, 100, 200 feet before you got to a manhole cover. So you're not right next to where you came out of. Just to point that out.
Okay.
Well, it's okay. Rat King left a note for them, so that should keep them safe.
Everyone takes notes very seriously.
And then, so, Brutrik's gonna want to look back to see Rainier and Floon, see how they're doing, and I assume we would escort them back to where Voldo is.
Yes, Renair does want to get back to where you find Volo, and he goes probably at the yawning portal, isn't he? And you know that Volo did say to sort of beat him there, he'd probably be there most of the time. And Floon himself is just like, I just want to drink. I want to watch a bar fight. I want some attractive young person to buy me another drink after I'd finished my first one.
Dibs on that one.
Simon is immediately using magic to clean off the poop smells of all the sewer stains and so forth.
You do eventually make your way back to the yawning portal.
Huzzah!
Where you find Mousey sitting at one of the tables.
Did anyone see where Rat King ran off to? Maybe the whole talk of were-rats spooked him out.
Nope. Don't care.
He goes, hey guys. I was wondering when you come back. I see you found Floon.
Can I smell the sewer crap off of him?
Would Rat King, would you have gotten that cleaned off when Simon was cleaning everything?
I would have slipped away somewhere along the journey.
But would you while I was offering it?
Cleaned up as best as I could. I found I guess there's no hoses.
Make a performance check then. That's what I'm going to say. Make a performance check. See how well you have cleaned off.
I technically did not get the background that gives me perfect disguise capability.
No matter the roll,
entirely fair.
Not put two and two together.
And what did you roll? I'll see. Oh, you're rolling it now.
All these ones, they got on a halfling. 18.
18. I'll just say that roll a perception check at disadvantage, Sam.
Control.
No shit. Control is. What if it's a Mac? I think that's all.
It would be. It's either going to be control or option. I don't know. Try either one. If you don't, just roll twice. It all works.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting with that Mercer.
So I rolled a 3. This is great.
Yeah, he smells like a sewer, but you're like, nah, that's not the same sewer I was in. So you don't make the connection.
Good.
You're all in the sewer today.
Now that we've all done that, you all find Volo, and I probably forgot to put up. Yeah, player permission. And make sure you see his name because
yeah.
He goes back and is like, Floon! Oh, thank goodness you're safe! And Renair! Oh! What? Wait, why did you... And Renair kind of sits down and, just so I don't have to roleplay 3 people with the same voice, Renair explains everything, explains how these 3 and Rat King, I don't know where Mousey showed up from, but Rat King, helped rescue both himself and Floon, regaling the entire tale. And Volo's like, drinks for everyone! Yeah, at this table. He turns to you and he turns to the 3 of you and goes, thank you so much for rescuing not only Floon, but Renair as well. I am certainly in your debt.
Like double in debt because there's 2 of them?
Well,
They did rescue 2, and one is the son of one of the.
He kind of turns sheepish a little bit as you're trying to sing this. It's not like me trying to think of a thing. It's actually Volo trying to see how he does this. He gets this sort of sad look on his face. Not super sad, but just enough to say like he's about to disappoint you all. Look, I have a confession to make. I don't have your full coin. I have only a few coins to spare. But let it never be said that Volo reneges on a debt, on a promise. But allow me to present something much more valuable than 400 gold pieces. Pulls out a scroll tube. He pulls out a scroll tube.
An autographed copy?
No. Well, would you like one?
No.
I will give you those for free. He opens up the scroll tube. Out comes what appears to be a sort of legal deed of some sort. This deed is a remarkable property here in Waterdeep. Now, to properly hand it over to you, we'll need a magistrate to witness the transfer and overage. I'll arrange all of that with a meeting after you've inspected the estate and deemed it satisfactory. I do apologize for my deception. I felt it was the only way I could get my friend here rescued. And you all seem to be, well, people who would do a good deed, even for free. Well, some of you.
Yeah, how does Sharptooth react to this news?
This better be one heck of a house, because boy oh boy is looking towards that money.
Mr. Base Wraith, I have watched you here a couple of times performing. And it seems you don't bring in the crowd. They all seem to want the simple things of Mr. Three Strings over there. Not that I think he's better than you, not at all.
Good.
But you just don't. The crowd here doesn't appreciate you for whom your musical talents are. I totally messed up that language. This deed is to a former tavern and bar. You could set up your own stage in the middle of it and say, Sharptooth Base Wraith every night of the week.
That tavern would make so much money.
I know, and it's going to be yours. It will need a little bit of a fixer-upper, yes. But it's a starting point.
Nothing a little elbow grease. Brutrik can't handle. He's got long arms, good solid elbows.
Hey, Sharptooth, I just finished working at a bar. I don't know if I want to work at another bar.
You have the most experience out of all of us, and I run it.
Oh my god. Volo kind of pipes in here as well and says, Brutrik, you wouldn't be working at a bar. You would be owning a bar. Think of if anybody broke glasses and cups at your bar, you could deem fit to say, hey, they need to work off the debt. Or you could be a step above them and say, you know what? It's okay. Mistakes happen.
Oh, if only I had had that experience. That's a great opportunity to give somebody a second chance.
Exactly. And Mr. Simon, I know when we talked briefly, you're new in town. You must not have a proper place to stay. This would be a proper place that you could call home, at least home away from home. It has plenty of room to build a study, or even just seclude yourself, or even just stay away from the dangerous areas of the city.
That does sound appealing.
It is in the North Ward, which you would know is one of the better sort of places in the city, not necessarily the high class one, which I believe is the Castle Ward, but this is where you would still find a lot of like nobles and things like that in the same area. And Mr. Mousey, as Mr. Rat King is not here, and you seem to know him, I'm sure you could get him ownership. He'll need to sign everything and whatnot. If not, you could be the guardian for it as well. I would understand that. I would understand that he would want to keep a low profile and not have legal his name over legal things.
Yeah, I'm I'm kind of a liaison of him. Whenever he wants to give a quote, he comes to me.
That's
And,
good. That's good.
I get all the best stories, and I really need a place to live. I really need a better place to live.
Well, in that case, let us head over there, and I will show you the property. And then in the morning, if deemed well, I will set up everything and get you a proper deed.
And Mousey doesn't think that someone as well known and as Volo will try to get one over on us necessarily.
So you would know that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He seems to have the deed in his pocket.
The deed does look legit, although he has to get it transferred over to you, but it does look legit. While Volo is braggadocious, you do sense that he was tricking you because this was an emergency to save Floon, and if he did trick you, Floon would probably be dead. And you at least can appreciate the severity of what would drive him to lie like that. But if everybody heads out to...
Hey, what about taxes?
I will have all of that. I will have all of that trade out done for you. You will have the deed and everything paid for. Taxes, property tax is a thing. Once you get the tavern up and running, you'll certainly be making profit, especially with Mr. Base Wraith performing every night. So he does take you over, and he does bring you to... Actually, let me show you where this is going to be on the map. So he does bring you... Oh, what happened to all the icons? Oh, there you are. So you do head up all the way to the North Ward, all the way up here, to a place known as Troll Skull Alley. And I don't have all the maps set up because this is the last thing we're doing for the night, but I do have a picture that they have in the book of the exterior of the place.
That is a bit of a trek.
It is. It's a big city.
There's also a place called the City of the Dead. What's all that about?
That's the major graveyard in the thing. So it's not just a graveyard. It's like mausoleums and things like that. It's a very old graveyard.
It's pretty fascinating. It was in that little handout that we were given for the
Enchiridion.
Yeah, this is actually a sort of tourist trap in a way, because I don't know.
So spooky.
What you see is a 3-story, rather decrepit old manor. It is not a place of grandeur. It certainly could be. It's a little run down. It's not condemned property. It's probably worth at least what you were promised, if not more, at least in the long run of things. Let me see if I can describe it from the...
A bit of a fixer-upper.
You don't even know if this place is going to have working water, but it is 4 stories tall, at least 2 certain little areas in there go up to the 4th story. It's mainly... The bottom area is a... just like a tavern. It doesn't have a lot of furniture in it. Still has a thing. Let me pass over one of the maps from the book into the Discord. Oh, let's just go to Joey. Let's be in the Discord. And that's essentially the interior of the thing. I will have a nicer sort of map all set up next game. It is also a... The upper floors, the upper floors, there's no way to get to the upper floors from the inside. There's actually a exterior stairways to get up to the upper floors, which would have been either bedrooms or tavern rooms or anything like that. Not part of the bar, part in room, excuse me. It goes up to a...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Is it like a bar inn thing, or is it just like a bar and then it would be our living quarters?
It's sort of it could be either. It's however you want. You can make the upper floor your living quarters. It certainly seems to be set up that way, with the bottom just being the tavern itself. If you wish to change this into a tavern and inn as well, that is up to you as characters and players. As we are now leaving for the end of the day.
I asked Volo, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ask Volo, it's like, why give us this property? Are you just trying to get rid of it? Because it's kind of a fixer-upper.
Oh, well, not quite. You see, I was doing it as research of my next book, which would be going to be on spirits and ghosts. Yes, it's rumored to be haunted. I haven't been able to investigate it myself yet. However, if you do find something, let me know. I would love to come back and study this for my next book.
Guys, we're sleeping on the first floor tonight.
Haunted in what way? By what?
Apparently, the former bartender, Leaf, or the owner, the proprietor, had died, and he was an elf, or a half elf of some sort, and his spirit apparently remains here. That's all that's the basic rumor. Like I said, I'm not able to do it, but it's not demonically haunted. It's not got wraiths and whatnot. It's probably just a ghost that was not able to move on from their favorite tavern. Really good intro.
Having a ghost bartender might be kind of neat.
Exactly. He comes with the property free.
Free of charge, free ghost.
Is that why it was abandoned?
No, nobody just bought it after he died. He was the former proprietor, and it just went into ruin after a while.
I say to the guys, let's spend the night, search the place, make sure everything's legit, and we can maybe sign tomorrow.
Yeah, that.
Well, I haven't had a chance to get in a room at an inn yet. So I suppose.
Seems like it's your lucky day then.
Indeed.
Slap him on the back.
Yeah.
We're just like, this doesn't bother me. I'm quite a spiritual person myself.
Polo is just like, wonderful. Then I shall return in the morning. Again, if you do find any evidence of haunting and ghosts, let me know. I would need the. He seems kind of excited. He really wants to get started on his next book. But with that,
Simon's like, one day in Waterdeep, and I'm a property owner. Sharing with a former rock star, a bugbear, and a superhero.
that fades to black as we go into the house from the exterior, and everybody levels up.
Yay.
And as the camera is fading away, the front door falls off.
No, they close the front door, and then like a window shutter from the third floor falls onto the roof and hits the ground.
And some of the roof
Full of ghosts. It was like, it's a bit of a fixer-upper. Dun, 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 dun.
More like a knocker-downer.